minutes, we're here. 3 minutes early. I mean, by the time the delay catches up, it'll be 2 minutes early. But
What?
I know. 'Cause remember we talked about this on Wednesday.
I know. Yep.
Separate delays.
Several delays.
And they mess with me because I'm like, what is? I don't know. This is that liminal space before when we aren't streaming and when we are for real streaming.
There we are.
Where I don't know if we're actually here, if the mics are working, will the camera continue to operate as intended?
Well, I believe we are here, but I know you don't believe me, so you have to ask for...
First of all, I could be a figment of your imagination. You could be a figment of my imagination.
Damn.
We could both be real here in this space and still not be online. Like, there's so many ways this could go wrong. I am so tired. I'm just talking crazy now.
I'm done, folks. I'm done.
Nope. We have to at least say hello first. Hello.
Hello.
Kayla Lords.
John Brownstone.
Of Loving BDSM, where we help kinksters like you have happy, healthy power exchange relationships. This is our monthly Friday night live stream, virtual Munch, in 30 minutes, kinky Q&A. There's no we're here early. There will be no timestamps later. From start to finish, it's pure chaos. It's pure idle chit-chat. If you don't like that, you should catch us on a Wednesday after the announcements, but before the bonus section.
Yep. Yeah. Something like that.
So, I'm going to yawn first. I'm so sorry.
I guess it would probably help if I can talk into the mic instead of...
Look, how many years did we do this before you even got a mic?
I know,
mean, it was
I
a
know.
lot of years.
Yeah.
I'm going to say hello to folks.
You start saying hello.
I'm
right
going to
back.
try. Why is this not cooperating? It's going to be a long night if the mouse won't cooperate. Hi, Rara. Hi, Mr. Spock. Hi, Julie. Hi, Awkwardish Panda. I know, Panda, but still, it's fun. Awkwardish. Hi, Eva. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Silent. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Danny. Hi, Kim. Hi, Anissa. There we go. I think I got it all right.
Excuse me. What's that look for?
I was thinking of a snarky comment about whatever, bubbles, and then I was like, do I even have the energy to say snarky comment? I do not.
We've had a week.
You know, nothing's been bad.
No, it's not. It's just been a lot.
And I don't even care about that. I slept so shit last night that there were times I didn't even know I had been asleep and had just woken up. It was like my brain thought I had been awake the whole time, but time was passing too quickly. I clearly was falling asleep and waking up, and falling asleep and waking up, and falling asleep and waking up. But I don't know. And then in the last 20 minutes before I finally went, I guess I'm awake now, I had the wildest dream. That I can't even explain. I had in-laws that I don't have. I had siblings I don't have. It was a Thanksgiving meal. Everybody was mad, but don't worry, I was running around trying to be the peacemaker. That's real life right there. And I woke up just as tired when I finally came out of that dream, because all my dreams that I remember are stress dreams. Every one of them has something stressful in them. Sometimes it's about an old boss. Sometimes it's family stuff. I don't know. Hi, X. I don't know.
Yeah, right, Mr. Spock? What is this sleep thing?
Hey, Skyla. And Gigi says here for the vibes. Same. So, I mean, there's been stuff throughout the week, of course. Well, during the bonus section, we talked about the switching everything up because the oldest is moving out of his apartment sooner than...
Yep.
And I still don't think that child has started packing a box yet. And I have informed him multiple times and will continue to inform him. I'm not packing a box when we arrive.
No.
I will open up the back doors to the little cargo van thing we have rented and, you know, whatever, but I'm not...
He's not packed. He's going to have to figure it out on his own.
Better. Here's what I kind of sense will happen. every stitch of clothing he owns will be in a hamper. The child has 3 hampers. Miscellaneous things will probably be in his Aldi shopping bags. Will the boxes be taped up? Probably not. You know what? When I saw him last, I should have gotten him some damn packing tape.
Yep.
Oh, I would love some carrot cake, Julie. I would
Ooh.
I would happily dream about carrot cake.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I would.
I can even go for a slice of that.
Oh my gosh. Today we took Lola to the vet.
Yeah.
Because her back paw, there's something leg. Yeah, I always say paw, but it's her leg. Whatever. And met a vet we don't like. We did not get our sexy vet.
No.
I guess he's allowed to have a day off or whatever. And we got a vet who does not actually work there full time. She's filling in. I don't know if it was like a travel thing or if it was like she does this part time as I don't know how
we don't know. Yeah.
The veterinary medicine industry works. Did not like her.
No, neither one of us did. We got in the car, we left, we're driving away. I turned to Kayla and I said, "So, what did you think of her?"
Yeah, I tend to be. I mean, I'm happy to. Yeah, this will not shock any of y'all. I'm happy to jump into the conversation with my 2 cents to add. Because JB will know what he wants to say, but then he's like, "Oh," and then she's got 55 medicines, and he's like, I was like, the ADHD in me went, I'll jump in and take care of this and get us sorted out. Mm-hmm. But I usually do that in a playful way, in a mild way. I had no fucks to give talking to this woman, and that's not how I tend to talk to strangers.
We have been on a journey with Lola with her weight loss,
and y'all know this. We've talked about it for literal years.
Right. And we had finally started making some good progress. We got her down from 85
to 75.
Now,
did we try 5 different foods, and she went on a thyroid medication?
Yeah.
And JB's whole life is centered around how much food is she allowed to have? When is she eating what?
Yeah.
His whole fucking life is Lola's diet.
And, I've stopped giving her cheese and
all the good treats.
high caloric treats and everything.
Yes.
She may get an apple slice or 2 during the day. She gets a watermelon Greek yogurt compote that I freeze for her that she likes. She may get a little mini carrot, and she's like, no, fruit's no good. You should not do fruit. It's got too much sugar.
I was like, lady, we're not feeding her a whole ass watermelon and her kibble.
Right.
Okay, so I think we're accidentally talking about weight loss stuff, so if you don't want this, just mute for a couple minutes, because I have to fucking say this. It is absolutely true. Any food you can think of, if you eat enough of it, you'll gain weight.
Right.
We mentioned that as a low-calorie treat that she likes, we will sometimes give her a baby carrot. A baby carrot.
Right.
She told us that she had a trainer friend who told her, well, if you eat enough carrots, you can gain weight. Yes, if you ate your weight in carrots multiple times a day, I bet you would gain weight.
Right.
The little carrot stick we're giving our dog is not what's been contributing to her weight gain. Quite frankly, once you found the food and the little bit of treats that weren't all like the kibbly, crunchy,
right, or biscuits. And,
right, treats, she started losing fucking weight.
Right.
But this was a vet who came in, looked us in the face, in the eyeballs, and I recognized, she's going to have problems because she got shot in that front leg and she's had surgery on that front leg. But really her problem is her weight. And we're like, look, we've been battling her weight for literal years now, and we know it's not good for her joints. We are aware. Please look at the plethora of fucking vet notes from where we've had these conversations.
Right.
Please look at the past 10 visits where she finally started dropping weight. But this woman came in bold-faced, never met our dog, said she looked at the records. I don't believe her. And did the grotesque thing that many doctors do and went, oh, it's just because of weight. It's not any of these other things.
What was funny was that the vet tech that was in the room,
she was trying so hard to
Yeah.
she could tell we are typically, we actually are quite friendly when we're together. We're bouncing off one another. It's our fur babies. If we're either kind of quiet because we don't know what the fuck's going on, or we are purposely like kind of, I get bubbly if JB's there because then I'm not scared because I'm a safe person's there. And we like to crack jokes, and I made 2 vet techs like laugh so hard towards the end there. And so I think this vet tech does not see us every time we go, but she's seen us enough. And also, she got the vibe talking to us before the vet came in, and we were super chill and friendly.
Yeah.
And by the time that vet was about to leave the room,
the whole vibe
we were
changed.
not chill and friendly.
Nope.
Ooh. Okay.
No. So yeah, Lola is aging. Unfortunately, not too gracefully.
No, she was never gonna. You
No,
can't walk like hobble.
I know.
For half your life, and then it not come bite you in the ass when you get older.
Yeah, I know.
And yes, this doctor's solution, this vet's solution, was the thing that's been advised the whole time we've had Lola: prescription weight loss food. We'd love to. I can't spend $100 for a 17-pound bag every month, and that's just the one thing. On top of her gabapentin, on top of her anti-inflammatory, on top, like, I wish we could. We'd happily do it.
Well, not to mention too that when we looked at a lot of those foods, the very first ingredient is chicken.
She can't have chicken,
and she has food sensitivities.
Not that most of the vets don't like it when we say that. They're like, well, she's not showing that she's allergic. I'm like, yeah, but you give her chicken and she scratches like she's got bugs. You stop giving her chicken, she stops scratching. Ta-da!
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Right?
Because the journey we've been on with Lola and her food.
Oh my God.
We look like there's something wrong with us. Every time we have to go to a pet store, if food is involved, we look at the nutrition fact ingredient labels for her food closer than we do for the human food.
Yeah.
But please, stranger vet that doesn't know us from fucking Adam, it's her weight, it's her food. If we just buy this $200 worth of food every month.
So so we are kind of on a journey with Lola right now and trying to find the combination of meds that help her with her pain.
Yes, because that is really I think I pissed off the vet because she immediately was like, oh, we can send you to an orthopedic specialist for Lola's back leg. And I'm like, I think I gave her a look, like, because we've already been to the veterinary ophthalmologist for Lola, so it's not like we're not willing to, like, go above and beyond, right? But people have fucking budgets, you know?
Right.
And I was like, well, she's older. She's not a dog that runs around. I just don't want her to be in pain. So if there's a way to make sure she's not in pain and actively getting worse, we don't need that right now. Right. And she literally said, well, she is in pain, so are you sure you don't want to do, have her, something about surgery? And I was like, I hate this woman. I actively hate this woman. Yeah. I actively hate this woman.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, that was kind of the focus of our morning.
Yeah, and that was a long visit. We're not usually in there that long.
No.
Now, at the end of we've done a couple of end of the day appointments before when they're crazy busy or they've had some emergencies, and this was not one of those days.
Yeah, no.
But also clearly they were shorthanded in some way. They had to, have somebody come in to help out.
Right.
Cool. I just can't believe you walked up in there and went, I can send her to an orthopedic doctor for surgery, potential surgery, and prescribe a $200 worth of, because she was like, oh, get kibble and wet food. Well, I looked up the prices on the vet med website. That's $200 worth of food.
Awkward as Panda. We don't know. We think he had
a day off.
He had a day off.
Must have. Maybe he was. No, he doesn't do surgeries on Fridays. He does surgeries on Tuesdays.
Okay.
I know way too much about this man's schedule.
Wow.
Now, part of that is because every vet appointment, I call and make the appointment. A couple times JB had to make a call or do a follow-up or something. I must have been sick. There was some reason I wasn't making that call or I wasn't going in with him and he was going by himself. Because everything is under my name, and I did not change my legal married name to JB's legal last name. Everything is under my name, and that is my, air quote maiden name. They call him Mr. Insert my legal last name.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So when he tries to talk to them about something, he wants to give them his name, and they don't have him as that.
They're like, what? Who?
So funny. It's so funny. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Now my mouth is watering. Ben, now my mouth. Now, first of all, there was talk of carrot cake. Yes, please. There was talk of cheesecake. Yes, please. Yeah. Lord. Yeah, we have had to walk the fine line of getting food with the right ingredients. We've done grain-free. We've done with grain. That doesn't seem to phase her. It's chicken. Weight management, because y'all know they make specific dog foods and cat foods specifically for weight management. And how much can we afford, right? And there were times it was harder than others, and now we have found the only weight management dry kibble, which we do add water to, so she's hydrated, that has actually fucking worked. And this stranger who does not know us, and Lola did not warm up to her, not like she does the hot vet, because our girl has taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, just to have it like be so reductive. It's just, and I just think about all of the work you have put in. I mean, you're already attached to Lola because that's your soul dog. You love her more than me, and it's okay because she's an animal, and I'm not jealous of that. I will pull his chain about it, and I will give him shit, but I'm not actually jealous. Yeah. It's very sweet. But the amount of work JB puts in, and I think that was a little bit of why I was kind of pissy too, because I was like, well, now you're insulting my dog and my husband. Like, what are we doing here? You have a PhD in Lola's nutrition and medication regime. You're using a pill organizer for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get a pill organizer for her to keep track of what she is getting when. And, like Kayla said, with her food, in the morning when I feed her, I just don't feed her. I'm metering out her food for the day.
Yes. Yes, it's down to a science.
Yeah.
It's down to a strict science.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm feeding her a whole apple, every 5 minutes or a whole...
She was reductive. She went, oh, that's the easy answer. It's this extra weight. That's clearly all of the problems.
Yeah.
As somebody who once went to the doctor for a severely sprained ankle and was told the high blood pressure that I had at that moment couldn't have been anything to do with the severely sprained ankle I had walked on for 8 hours and was clearly my weight. Yeah, I mean, I think many of us have been there.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Well.
Anyway, it's just not supposed to happen where the hot vet works. And the nice vet. The other vet is nice.
Very nice, too, yes.
And we like her. We don't always agree with some of the things because, but most of the time it's like,
she's
fine.
She's very, very nice.
She was experimental. She was willing to go off books for some medication stuff.
Yes,
because she had gone to some conference and she was like, oh, yeah, there's literature coming out now about blah, 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 blah. And we were like, well, we'll try it if you recommend it. And it helped Lola. I love our vet. Yeah. Don't like that lady. Mr. Spock asked if I could just ask for the hot vet. Typically, they don't give me an option. They just, whatever. When I called for Ella to go, they did give me an option, but I was so nervous because she was peeing everywhere. I went, I'll take whoever we can get into first. I did still get the hot vet.
Yeah.
Though. So it's been ages since we haven't gotten the hot vet. The hot vet is so good and also hot that when they did x-rays on Lola several months ago, he had us come back into where I'd never been behind the door at the vet's office.
No.
Come back into the x-ray room, look at it was all cramped and he's all like giggly and like, oh, let me get over here. We're like, no, you don't have to. But we didn't say that. That was our inside thought. We know how to be respectful.
Yeah.
It's just in the car we're gonna what's the word I want? Objectify him.
Mm-hmm.
Only in the car.
Yeah.
and on a live stream for an audience. But you know, it's fine. Anyway.
And I yeah, take a deep breath. And Eva, I know you had asked a while back in the chat. I had a very nice birthday. I did nothing pretty much the whole weekend. I got to just relax and enjoy. Spent time watching television. I have been deep diving lately. I've been playing the hell out of Terraria.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have.
And on Saturday, the day of my birthday, we went out and we went thrifting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And antiquing.
And antiquing. And went to get a special brunch.
We did, because you got a great coupon.
Yeah,
First watch, it was a BOGO on the entrees, like buy one get one free. I was like, we're
right.
going to First Watch.
Yep.
It's not even usually our choice. We like diners more than anything, but
yeah,
that's too good of a coupon.
Yeah. So, and yeah, just had a really nice day and just relaxed and you know. Pretty much everything.
And you went to Paisanos for dinner.
Yep. Yeah, Paisanos had a big old calzone.
The calzone was massive.
I got 3 meals out of it.
You did. You really did. You really, really did.
And yeah, you know, you know, when I first got Terraria a while back, I couldn't get into the game at that time. And it's like now, all of a sudden, I've fallen into the game, and I've just been jamming with it. I've been, you know.
So here's what's funny. He'll come to me sometimes and go, so what are your plans, like after dinner, what are your plans for the evening? I'm like, I don't really have any. I'm going to watch YouTube videos. I'm obsessed with a book or a book series now. Like, I don't really have any plans. What are your plans? And I think he's going to be like, let's watch this and let's watch that. And I'm very often not really in the mood to watch anything. Gilded Age, I'm happy for us to be watching that again. But
yeah, glad that new season's out.
In general, like, and so he gets all apologetic. This happened multiple times. Well, I was thinking of playing Terraria. I was like, go for it, because now I am left completely the fuck alone for the whole. Nobody needs me. The kid doesn't need me once we've finished school stuff. Yes, we're in mid-July and school is still going. That's about done though. Thank God. Which it's actually not difficult for either of us this year, but still, it's still going, and I can't wait for it to not be. And then JB's in here doing his thing. I can sit on the couch. I can sit on the bed. I can eat snacks. I can have drinks. I can read and or watch YouTube videos uninterrupted.
So basically what it comes down to, by me sitting and playing Terraria, as your daddy, I'm performing a service and taking care of you by giving you time.
Basically.
Cool.
No, Silent, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I'm sure there's a way to like play on the couch or play in your bed. Once we hit the end of the day, the place I don't want to sit anymore is at my desk at my computer. Whether I'm gaming or doing anything else, I'm like, I'm done now. I'm done now. And I've heard of red light therapy. I've not heard of it for like animals though. I had not heard of that.
Well, I wrote that down to look it up. I've never heard of that.
I mean, as Lola's concierge and butler and cook
right.
and physician. Yeah, you should probably look that up.
And personal assistant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, when she first started having some problems, I went out and bought a throw rug for in front of the.
That was a good decision. It was cheap too.
In front of the sofa, because we have wood floors, and she was, that was causing her a little problem getting up and down. And she's done very well with the rug, but I think now I'm probably going to have to build her a platform to get up there.
Yeah, and then teach her how to get up said platform.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you can teach an old dog new tricks because JB has taught her to sit and stay by literally just putting his finger up.
Yep.
Now, sometimes she needs a verbal reminder, but it's very rare. He's also taught the very food-driven dog who would do some shady shit for a Klondike bar not to go to her bowl until he gives the signal.
Yep.
And then made everybody else in the house, whoever has to feed her that's not him, that's me and the youngest, learn how to do that. So.
Yeah.
I taste you.
So I had even bought a book that I had started reading to you know, because she is willing to learn things and do things. You know, when I put the finger out and hold my finger out and she sits, she's very pleased with herself.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look, all she wants to do is sniff anything and everything.
Right.
Be called a good girl and get snacks. And 2 out of 3 I completely relate to.
And sunbathe. Don't forget
It's
the
true.
sunbathing.
So 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
50% of that I relate to. I don't like sunbathing. Yeah.
So, I had done that and started reading it, and basically it was what they call clicker training. Because I went and got the clicker. But now with all this stuff happening with her, having a hard time moving and stuff, I kind of backed away from that with her a little bit.
She's miserable and in pain.
Right.
Right, kitty?
Yeah. Yeah. Dang. Portal. That's a game I haven't heard in years, Silent.
Oh, this is a foreign language to me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was doing pretty good. I was going strong. We can do a show and tell if you'd like, but for the Kinkery, thekinkery.com. So yesterday, day before, JB's like, by the end of this week, I'm handing you a lot of wooden knives. And I love that. I can sell, give me some wooden knives, I can sell them. I was like, cool. And I knew they were coming on Friday. Cool. I did not expect to have to sit at the vet's office with Lola for over an hour. But cool. So we come back from the vet. We all eat quick lunch or whatever. JB's got to go back outside to finish these knives. And I start the process of adding the products. And that was when my energy level just, it tanked. I was like, I just have to take pictures, edit pictures. Take pictures, edit pictures. Send an email. But that's where it started. But then after dinner, when there wasn't anything really to do and it was quiet, I could have fallen asleep. I was laying on the bed reading my book.
Yeah.
And could have fallen asleep.
Yeah, so I had, it's funny because what ended up happening with these knives, when was it, last week or at some point, I had a horrible night's sleep. I think I slept for about an hour and then woke up and I could not sleep for the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah, that's a rough night.
And Kayla says to me, "You are not using heavy machinery today, are you?"
I know. I was like, this is not a day to use a thing with a blade or something that requires total focus and concentration.
Yeah.
I just don't see that being a good idea.
So what did I end up doing? I played with sharp things.
Yeah. Of course he did. He likes to live life on the edge. On the edge. It's so funny.
Let me go get a few things to show off.
Yeah, they're all in their boxes.
Yeah, but I'm going to also show off my other.
Oh, that's right. He's been playing with real knives, y'all. Not near me, because we know that's not okay, but yeah. Yeah, he's been all about the sharp things.
Yeah. So this first one, this is the very first knife I ever made.
Like knife.
Real knife that I ever made myself as far as doing handle. It's a walnut handle, and I actually just, with all this stuff I've been talking about, I redid the handle. It was the first handle I ever made. It was very square and boxy looking, and I didn't like the way I felt in my hand, so I took it and reshaped the handle.
You have to do the hand behind the thing, and I'll get the head out of the... There we go. You know, I know plenty of people will be like, there's nothing to be nervous about. I look at a shiny blade, and I'm like, nope. All it would take... Here's who I am. Put me in the vicinity of a blade, I will somehow trip, fall, tumble, probably do a somersault, and land on said pointy end. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, and then I had these hunting knives, and I finally did these up too. This is set cherry.
Silent, I have been wanting to do that trend. And I haven't been able to figure out how to do it because it means both of us have to be on camera and I have to speak.
Well, Pelor, actually, I have not sold real knives up until this point.
Not am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to say YET?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Right.
But he's playing.
Right.
Because he's not coming at me with these blades.
Yeah. And this is a maple handle.
I don't know.
Yeah, this one's, it's kind of, the maple is light, so it's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tell me about trying to get maple on camera and it be a true color and it actually look good. And now I want tacos.
Oh, so yeah, I have been playing with these. I've been tinkering around with them, and I've been having fun with it. And I've got several more that I'm making. I've got a little skinning knife that I'm doing with a Purple Heart handle.
That'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Anything with Purple Heart's beautiful though.
And let me go grab a couple of the
knives.
The wooden knives.
Yeah, we now have enough variety of wooden knives. It's got its own section on the Kinkery.
On
the Kinkery.com. No, on the site.
Oh,
I
okay.
redid categories and redid one of the pages of our website today. I like word searches too. I haven't done any in ages.
I love word searches. I love them.
I know, me too. It's been a million years since I've done one.
I have a word search game on my
I used to. I just didn't like the game app, and so I stopped. But
okay.
I with my own money as a kid, and then my parents with like when you could get them at like a grocery store or whatever, would buy me the books, like the big thick books of word searches. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I made two different style knives.
In addition to what we already have.
To what we already have.
Kinkery.com.
These will probably not be regulars, but they will appear when
you have them.
Yeah. Because these do take a little bit of time.
I can't make Sudoku work. I understand the principle of Sudoku. I can't.
But
I think it's the numbers part.
And that's it. I'm not a numbers person,
Yeah.
so anyway, this is a spear point knife.
I'm trying so hard.
And on these knives, what I did, I even set pins. These are red oak pins in the handle.
Got to use up that red oak somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, JB's been like scouring for scraps and then making fun new things.
And then this is a Tanto blade that I made.
The thing I like about wooden knives is it's not going to hurt me, but that one looks more vicious to me than the others. I don't know why. It's all wood. It's going to be fine.
So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun making this stuff.
It's 10:02, so technically we're in the Q&A hour. If you happen to have a question, you are welcome to ask it. We will still chit-chat in between, so no pressure. If you don't have any questions, we don't give a fuck. It's fine. If you want to ask us a question, it could be about your kinky situation. It could be about kink in general. It could be about us. It could, whatever. One, there are rules here. One, it has to fit within a single character limit of one live chat message. If we roll into multiples, it's too long for this, and you might want to just send us an email. We'll probably do a Q&A video on it when we get back to doing that. Two, please tag us as you're typing out your question. Literally do an @ and Loving BDSM. It lights up for us so then we can see it when the chat starts rolling. 3, please, please, please do not repeat your question, even if you think we haven't seen it, because we're taking too long to get to it. If you spam the channel to try and get our attention to answer your question, you will be put in timeout. That is what our lovely moderators are for. Ta-da! Okay. So, yes, feel free. Ask away. I will try to remind folks that they can periodically. I might get sidetracked and forget. The conversation about Scrabble, I love a good word game. That's like my jam. But I'm not a strategic thinker. So when I'm playing Scrabble, I lose every time because I am just real excited to spell words. I'm not thinking triple word score, but never. I'm just like, I'm just going to spell some words because that's fun to me. Yeah, no.
Wow.
Which is hilarious because I'm also really competitive and hate to fucking lose. But when it's a word game, I just want to make words. I don't want to also do math and keep up with a score. I just want to make words. I did used to play a word game, have an app on my phone where they gave you a whole bunch of letters and you try to see how many words you could make out of all those letters.
Yeah.
And I got really high up on the levels.
I think I played that game too, Wordscapes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I got bored at a certain point. I think it's because I was spelling the same words over and over again. Over and over. I'm definitely not opposed to playing games. I do prefer them to be on my phone. I need them to be kind of mindless. I keep getting a YouTube ad for a game where the point is the point of the game is to get the same color liquid, I guess, into like each bottle in this game has got different colors in it, and you're supposed to empty things out until you get a full bottle of one color, and then that empties out. Blah, blah. I've not downloaded it. I'm like, I don't even. Is it a legit game? Yeah. I don't know. But every time the ad comes on, I actually watch the ad for a very long time because I am entranced by the game. I don't want to play it, but
yeah. Well, the word search that I have, it's made by Wordscapes.
Oh yeah, they have a whole set of games.
And that I had tried other word searches before. That has been the kind of the go-to. You know, I tried some of the others and they were just like obnoxious and crap. But I played that game so long and so much because I love word search. The puzzles started repeating.
Yeah, you had actually literally just gone through. Yeah. No.
And I kind of backed away from it for a little while, stopped playing it for a while, and then when I went back into it, they had new puzzles. And then
you got there again.
I got there again. Yeah.
Tayshu has a question for you. Is your woodworking production maxed out? I had an idea to make embellished heart locks with a wood and resin cap. Is it safe to tell Tayshu he should DM/email you?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. We can talk.
Do I think we're potentially getting close to maxed out? A little bit.
Yeah.
Not completely because, and I know this logically because I've seen it work for other people. I've been given the advice many times, or just never followed it, of once we've slowed down purposely, we're actually more productive than we were when we were trying to go at full steam. So. Yeah.
And it has been helpful because now I've been fine-tuned. I pretty much have a lot of the big equipment tools that I need, and now it's been just a matter of fine-tuning things.
Yeah.
And that is what I've been doing a lot of lately. Fine-tuning. Fine-tuning.
Explore asks, I don't know how to properly word this or if it's appropriate. Don't worry, we'll let you know. We're good with our boundaries. What is fulfilling to you about kink without sex as opposed to kink with sex or just sex? That's a perfectly fine question. That would not bother us. It might bother somebody else, but that would never bother us.
You know, I never really thought about it in those terms.
Well, it's, think about how we've had these conversations. We don't our kink is not always sexual.
Is not
and
always
yet
sexual.
We do talk about it as being
Correct.
still satisfying. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
And it is. There are times I just want to open up on her, and
and I just want to be opened up on.
Right.
Okay.
And
there's a stress relief factor. I know for me, there's connection. It's connection. So, and I know this is not true of everybody, and it's, even if it's ever true for somebody, it's not true all the time. It's not true all the time for us. But sometimes sex feels like effort, and something about certain kinky play just doesn't. Maybe it's because I'm on the receiving end. There's not a lot I got to do but stand still and be a good girl, quite frankly, and not hide the noises I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does, depending on the kink, of course, and the activity. It requires less effort than, and this I think is more of some of the social stigmas about, and the way we as a general world have talked about sex, because sex at this stage of my life personally is no longer just stick your dick in me and we're good. We gotta work for it. It takes time to warm up, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. But a spanking, just bend my ass over.
I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. As I'm getting older, what sex is changing for me.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. It's not. I'm not doing what I was back when I was in my 20s or my 30s. So it's, even that is changing. It's changing, but it's satisfying.
Yeah.
All right. Each has its own kind of, they're satisfying in their own way.
Right. And I think, for me, I clearly remember when I thought my kink and sex would all kind of always go hand in hand. And then it was when sex fell off, if we had let kink fall off at the same time, we would both be very miserable people. Yeah. And when my body was just not, my mind, we're not cooperating with sex at all, I could still do a spanking, I could still do bondage, I could still do wax play, because even though there is some eroticism to it for me, my body does sort of light up and respond sexually to a certain degree, even if I'm not getting off, even if it's not sex as you and I would define it for ourselves. Right. There's so many other things that I'm experiencing. There's Silent said in the live chat, it's a catharsis, a stress relief, connection, just getting to do something you really fucking enjoy. Just sometimes it's who said it? Somebody said it in the Panda said it. It's play and it's fun and
go ahead, go.
Because I'll forget. The other thing I've noticed is more easily when it's just kink, we get to be our dom sub self. We are that way when we're having sex too, because our sex is kinky sex, and the power exchange is there too. Oh God, that's been delightful lately. It took, you know what it took? It took me giving a 30-second conversation of, hey, here's what I think can happen now, and then it just got better. God damn. Right. But that there's that too. There's the power exchange part is sometimes we play with it, sometimes it's a little vicious. Yep.
And X asked me, when working on the lathe, do I always freehand or do I have patterns? For the most part, depending on what I'm making, bowls, pens, things like that, that's all freehand. I don't use any kind of pattern for that. Certain things now I have started making patterns for on the lathe, like the wooden anal plugs. Because I had several sizes and I wanted to be able to recreate the various sizes, I made templates of a scent or of a sort. So basically, what I'm doing when I'm trimming on the lathe, I have this thing, and I have cutouts for the different sizes. Cutout for the base, and then the other
What
side
size
is
it needs
and
to
then
be.
a cutout is for the stem. Another cutout is, and I can, as I'm cutting, I can just check the size.
That's brilliant.
So
My brain don't think of things like that.
I have done that for both the large and medium plugs, and also for the keychains.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we have. We do not currently have butt plugs on the Kinkery's website because there's not any currently available for sale. They're in various processes of being finished.
Yeah.
But we do have butt plug keychains. They are
Yeah.
adorable. They crack me up. So Kitty was saying that kink is, how she can turn her brain off.
Mm-hmm.
And then, where was it? In Chain of Wings, not all kink is sexual, but it's always intimate. And that is very fucking true.
Yeah.
What I have also noticed
Yes.
is I've kind of gotten more in tune with however this brain is wired. Don't think it's neurotypical, though. Not every time, but when either just a kink scene and or kinky sex there's enough going on that I actually focus on the moment and I'm present in the moment. It does not always happen, but when it does, whatever we're doing, the scene, the fucking, is immediately better, because instead of having 85 tabs open in my brain and one is definitely playing a video and I can't find it, I'm just like, oh, here we are. And in that moment, last time we had sex, actually, because that was a really good one. You were very much in your dom self mode.
I was in something at that.
Once my face gets smacked, like, I do not matter as a human, baby. My eyes have rolled back in my head. Like, oh, yes, act like I don't matter, and while treating me like the pretty princess that I would like to be. Thank you very much. God damn,
I mean,
it is. I zoned out in a certain way. All I was focusing on was what was happening around.
But
us,
when I do that, not only do I see the change in your face,
you feel it. Oh, there's a lot of impact during actual penetrative sex because the whole body responds. Every opening clinches. Okay. I can tell when JB's like, oh, we got to keep this going because this is doing something for me, because, man, that hand comes down on my ass over and over and over. It's delightful. But I've also found if there's not quite enough stimulation or something happening in a kink scene without sex, but just a kink scene, I don't enjoy it as much. It's hard. Like, if I have all those tabs open in my brain, I can't necessarily sink into the sensations, which is why I can't handle sharpness. I can't handle stinging. I can't take it as much. But if I can get into a headspace where everything, I'm in the present moment, right? My mind's not wandering. Then I can go harder, longer, farther, faster. I don't know, whatever. But yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, the last time we had sex was so good. I was very disappointed that you didn't want to do a repeat for a couple of days. But I also know we are aging, and so the body bounces back differently than it used to.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It was you know what? It, to me, it goes to show I don't need the sex with it. The way everything else you did before my first orgasm, before you like sunk your dick in, everything else that was impacting kinky and power exchange, I could have just done that for fucking hours. Like, make it so like my brain melts and I can't form words. Please and thank you. And if every inch of my body is pink and maybe in some secret places it's black and blue, okay. I'm fucking here for it.
When you were,
I think that was what I was badly quoting. I think that was the song that was in my head. Or it was a military ad from the 80s and 90s. I'm not sure which. It could be both, okay? I watched a lot of TV in the 80s and 90s. Tayshu's right.
You know, Tayshu, that's
bouncing
absolutely
causes
correct.
injuries at our age.
And you know that goes with, you know, I had to you know, set a few people straight because they were giving me shit about my sneezes because my sneezes were so loud.
Oh,
you know
I've got a full patriarchal argument about this man's fucking sneeze.
At this point in my life, if I try to hold back that sneeze, my back is out and I'm down for the count.
That's true. That's true. Look, if I don't hold back the sneeze, I have made a puddle in whatever seat I'm in, and I have to go change my clothing. Okay. But also, okay. Did I overthink this? Yes. Does this apply to everybody? Of course fucking not. But I think I've made a feminist argument and also a patriarchal argument about why I'm so offended when my husband and every man I've ever known has the biggest, wildest, loudest sneeze. And I was in my late 30s before I allowed myself not to go, just a fucking sneeze. Okay. No, it doesn't apply across the board. I get it. But here's my theory. In our culture, in our society, men are allowed to take up space. You're allowed to be big. You're allowed to be loud. Nobody is ever going to look at you and go, that's not a very gentlemanly sneeze. Whereas some of us who were raised and socialized as girls and women don't take up too much space. Don't be loud. Don't draw attention to yourself. And so some of us, not all of us, but definitely me, learned both to look at loud sneezing like, why are you so fucking loud? And also had to teach myself to just fucking sneeze and not hide the sound. That's all I'm saying. But also, I, even at this age and stage of my life, I jump with loud noises. So there is that too. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, Ben, I got this down pat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the face in your elbow thing is definitely pre-COVID, but it came in handy COVID times.
Yeah.
No. My great-grandmother was a woman who walked around, sneezed as loud as she needed to, belched as loud as she needed to, farted as loud as she needed to, but somehow every generation after her got raised to be quieter and smaller, and like, bodies don't do that. Of course they fucking do that. I don't know. No, I just, so many times. Now I have to hold the sneeze in until I at least get the right clench, because then the sneeze can come out and I won't pee on myself. Princess treatment sneeze rules. Oh my god. Flora asked, do we keep our stickers up when not recording? Mostly, yes. If we are going to have like people who are doing like work in the house and we know they're going to come in here, we take it down.
Yeah.
But we've actually gotten to the point we don't even take it down when my mother comes over anymore.
No.
Like, she'll sit in this office with us sometimes. The last time she did, she sat right here at our recording desk. I'm sitting at my desk working. All this stuff on the wall is up, and JV is sitting over there wrapping paracord around paddle handles.
Yeah. And
she just took it. She just took it.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know, I did not do a full, like, I sound like I had a couple beers belch until I was in, I think, my 30s. Maybe my late 20s, but certainly my 30s. It wasn't that I didn't burp, just they were all quiet. And man, now I just let them fucking rip. I have to remind myself that sometimes people don't want to hear you burp like that, but... the sneezing, though, is just detrimental to my pants. Or, again, let me say, whatever seat I'm in. So I do have to be careful with sneezes. But it's less about, it's no longer like when I was younger about, ooh, don't draw attention to yourself. And more, oh, do not pee on yourself. Don't pee on yourself. I am grateful that I can still trust a fart. I am very grateful that I can still trust a fart. But I know it happens that
too.
you can get to that stage of life.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. So,
hopefully, many, many years to go.
Hopefully it's never an issue for you.
Right.
You know, X, this is a theory. I don't have any science to back it up. It could just be all in my head. Before I started, like, letting my body just do what it does, I had a lot of stomach pain. It was very bloated all the time. I'm pretty sure I needed to release some things that I just wasn't.
Well, you know what? Ever since I saw the South Park episode where they tried holding the farts in and they internally combusted...
I don't remember that episode.
Nope, never doing that.
I don't remember that episode. Nope. I want it on the record for all our chaos. I think this is the very first live stream we've spoken about burps, farts, sneezes,
I think
and
so,
peeing
yeah.
on yourself. I think we've talked about the peeing on ourselves before because... once you hit a certain age with a certain body, especially if you've, pushed a child through anything. Yeah, the pee thing is real, but, But,
no.
Subway farts and Coke I did not watch Beavis and Butthead very often. I definitely don't remember
I
that.
watch them, but I don't remember that episode, no.
See, here's the thing. Beavis and Butthead, it is possible that had I just watched it when it was out, I might have found it humorous. My first experience with Beavis and Butthead, because I did not get MTV it was on MTV, right? Beavis and Butthead. I did not get it till Beavis and Butthead had been around for a while. My first experience with Beavis and Butthead was all the boys at school doing their Beavis and Butthead impressions. And I was like, I hate this. So by the time I could see the show, I was like, no, I don't like this that much.
I had to think, Beavis and Butthead was from MTV, and it was Simpsons. That was from the Tracy Ullman show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It used to be on the Tracy Ullman show. It just be like a couple minute cartoon
I didn't
skit.
realize that. I remember the very first. I remember when The Simpsons debuted as its own show.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that. Oh, no. Anything. I don't trust a Taco Bell belch.
Yeah,
Something's coming back up. It's Taco Bell. Yeah, my thing was wanted to watch Daria. I wanted to be Daria. What was her bestie's name? I can't think of her bestie's name. I wanted to be her. She was super cool to me. I was none of them. I was way too fucking for that. And My So-Called Life, while it was on, that show got robbed. Should have had more episodes and seasons, and I do now want some Taco Bell, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do want some Taco Bell. Jane, thank you. Fucking love that. I think I remember hearing that, but because I didn't,
No, I
because I didn't watch Beavis and Butthead.
I did not know that.
I didn't actually see that. Did I see correctly? King of the Hill has, I don't know, did it go away and it's come back? They're either reintroducing it or it's been pushed forward by many years, and now the characters are older.
Really?
One clearly is gone, according to the little
oh wow,
like intro thing I saw. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh wow, that's an interesting bit of trivia, X.
I have heard heard good things about Idiocracy. I mean, other than the fact that apparently
we're living it.
That's what I've heard. I would like to see rebooting. Okay, Ben, I thought that's what I saw, that they were rebooting it. Oh my God, my dad loved King of the Hill. Oh my God, I was ambivalent. Like, it would come on, I'd watch it.
I used to watch it.
Oh my God, my dad loved it. That does make sense, X. Yeah, I saw
John Redcorn.
I saw what looked like would be the opening, whatever it's called when they start the show, like that little, and it followed the pattern of the previous show where everybody kind of comes in and goes out, but it's the seasons passing, it's them moving back in, it's new neighbors, it's everything changing, and Yeah, I remember with The Simpsons, when it first came out, watching it, loving it, oh my God. Yeah. And now, like, I have just no desire. I mean, I don't know if it's still as good, better, worse. I don't have an opinion. I just don't have any
I watched it for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fell off. But it was the same way for me with South Park. I watched South Park for so many years. Then I just kind of...
I did not start watching South Park until college, when I finally had full unfettered access to watch TV whenever the fuck I wanted to. And there were times where I laughed my ass off at South Park, and there were times where I just stared at the TV with my mouth gaping open, like in horror, like, was that on TV? No. Daily Show is, I first started watching that in college. Before it was Jon Stewart. And it wasn't as good, and then Jon Stewart, I can't remember what year and then it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's funny, Tasha, you mentioned that, because at one time, what was it? I think MASH was considered the longest running series.
I think I've heard that, yeah.
Prime time, and Simpsons just
flew that
out of the fucking
that
water.
show's never gonna fucking end.
Yeah, no.
But you know what? Bob's Burgers might be right behind it. It's going into season 15 or 16.
Really?
Oh my God. And we have,
it's still?
As far as I know, it's come back for season 15. We just got into Bob's Burgers. We are only in season 6? Season 7? We're not quite halfway through. We're fucking obsessed with it.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love Bob's Burgers. That is one I think I could watch for fucking ever.
Yeah.
But the person who does Bob's voice, apparently that's now how he
got
speaks.
Stuck that way.
And here's how that even came up on my radar. That actor did a bit in Last Week Tonight with John Oliver a few weeks ago, and what I'm watching this man who doesn't look much different from JB to in my eyes. He's more gray, I think, but that's about it. And I'm like, is that Bob Belcher? Is that Bob Belcher, right? So I make sure JB pays attention, like, put your game down for this part. Is that Bob Belcher? It's the guy who does Bob's voice. Then, like, a week later, I'm scrolling through something, and I read this thing about how the guy who does his voice got stuck like that and can't talk any other way. Supposedly. That could be a joke, but that is what I saw.
You know, Katie, the finale was the most watched. I believe that. That show was like such a...
That was an iconic show.
A staple at that time, you know?
You're welcome, Silent. You're welcome. For anybody who just happens to be joining, or like you were doing something, we were in the background, now you're here with us. We will answer your questions if you have any. You can't ask questions. We will continue to be random as fuck, but please tag us. Please make sure it's within the character limit of a single message for live chat, and don't spam the channel. Or go ahead, or the chat, I should say. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. I've been doing something I don't normally do lately. I've been listening to audiobooks a bit while I've been working.
You are hilarious with that, because what was the one? I'm glad my mother died. I can't think of the actress's name.
Yeah.
He came in, he was like, let me tell you about this. Was it the Britney one? Britney Spears? He gave me all the gossip. He was so pissed on behalf of Britney Spears. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, I found that I can listen when I'm working. I will get to a point that I start to drift, and that's when I stop and I switch back to music.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've listened to that. I've listened to Patrick Stewart's biography.
He
Yes.
Narrated it.
Narrated
I would
it,
listen
yeah.
to him.
His voice is amazing.
He could
Jeanette
read a
McCurdy,
cookbook,
yes,
and I
thank you.
would listen to Patrick Stewart.
And I just finished reading listening to
We call in this house audiobooks. That's reading. It's reading. Go ahead.
The autobiography of Catherine Janeway.
And then made him want to watch.
And then that made me want to watch Voyager again, so I've started watching Voyager now. H. John Benjamin. No, I haven't. Let me write that down.
Yeah, that's the person who does Bob's voice.
Ah.
So you could listen to Bob Belcher the whole time. The Belchers in general, I fucking love them. Louise is my favorite.
Yeah.
Human. Like, I love them all. I don't want to have a favorite. I relate to Tina at that age way too fucking much. But I fucking love Louise. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
She'll do the most out of pocket shit. And I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
My problem with audiobooks is that I do drift really easily with nonfiction kind of stuff in my ear.
Yeah.
So I listen to podcasts. I listen to history podcasts, whatever. My limit before unless I'm just not focusing on anything that day, because sometimes that happens, is about 45 minutes, and then I gotta stop because I've lost all the details.
Yeah.
Unless the story is just not that interesting, and then.
I mean, I have come to the point that I recognize when I start drifting. Excuse me. And that's when I'm like, okay, I've reached my point now.
You know, here's what's ironic. I know when I read with my eyeballs a book, I'm not going to remember a fucking thing 12 to 24 hours after I finish it. I know this going in. It's just the nature of it. And yet, I don't want to do audiobooks or longer podcast episodes. But because I tell myself, but you're not going to know what happened. And I think it's because I know that I might drift in the middle. Like when I'm reading with my eyeballs a book, I know what's happening at the time, can dissect it with you, could critique it with you.
Yeah.
It's just when I'm done, I don't want to get that feeling of what the fuck just happened while I'm in the middle of it. I used to think I could not listen to music and work. And for the most part, I cannot watch like YouTube videos and then type words. I can't do that. I have found I can listen to music if I know like every word of the songs. Like I can listen to Chappell Roan and work and be humming her songs because my brain is not actively processing the lyrics. I already know the lyrics. Or I can listen to music that does not have lyrics to it and I can work unless it's got a good beat and it makes me want to move around, and then I cannot because now I'm putting on a one-person concert and show at my desk, and so then I have to turn off the music. Panda asks, do y'all's animals ever get irritated at y'all playing? Not currently.
Not currently. Not in this group of critters.
Onyx
although
does give us side eye.
And Lola too. Sometimes when we come out of the bedroom.
Well, Onyx, when we used to keep our bedroom window that connects here to this office a little bit higher up, and she had more free reign, or she'd get stuck in the bedroom, we'd close the door.
Yeah.
If she was in the bedroom and needed to get into the office because we were playing, definite side eye when she went by us. But it was actually our dog before Lola. It was Saki, our chill old dude, who we freaked him out a couple times.
Yeah. He was very concerned about what was going on. He didn't interject in any way, but he was very concerned.
And then needed to be near me.
Yeah.
I guess to make sure I was okay. To make sure he was okay. I don't know.
You know, it was funny that one night, and we had a very intense scene that lasted for quite a long time. And Saki, I don't know what happened with him, but that was the one and only time he wanted to get in bed with us, and he climbed under the covers and curled up next to you and just stayed there all
was
night.
very concerned for me.
Yep.
It was a wild evening. That was very good.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But yeah, so far, no, none of the animals seem to.
Yeah, I think it helps that our bedroom doors always, until we do not have other humans living in this house with us. I know that day will happen eventually. I just can't imagine it.
Yeah.
The bedroom door is always closed, and Lola does not come into our bedroom often, and she doesn't wander back and forth, so we don't really have to worry. She's usually already in her crate or already on the couch or whatever. And Ella's not usually an issue, because once you close the bedroom door, she feels she is trapped now, and she will cry until you let her out. So it's Onyx who used to be the one that, oh my God, we were recording stuff for OnlyFans, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And Onyx was in the room.
Photobomb.
She
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
that is not the pussy we were talking about, but there you go. So, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Onyx has a thing where she is. So Onyx eats in our bedroom now. She just doesn't even eat in the kitchen anymore. JB takes her and her bowl of food and puts it in our bedroom, and she eats there. Okay. Well, in the morning, here's how I wake up most mornings. I don't wake up when you...
when I get up?
I sometimes wake up when you get up. I don't wake up when you... Most of the time, I do not wake up when you let Onyx into the bedroom and give her her food. I will absolutely wake up once I hear her slurpy licking sounds, because that's a ring of hell. I don't like that sound. And also I have become more sensitive to smells, which sucks, and cat food smells disgusting. But you will come in to check and see if she's eaten.
Yeah.
You will sometimes come in to get her empty bowl. Sometimes you come in to get your laptop, or not your laptop, your iPad, whatever.
Yeah.
But she will stay in there.
I know.
You will, and I'm a minute, 2 minutes tops, have been gone. Then she's like, meow, in her crazy meow.
Geez,
and I have to get out of the fucking bed to open the door to let her out. I have heard really good things about Dropout, but I have not.
I've never heard of it.
Hank Green. I've only heard of it through Hank Green, because that's like my cultural touchstone for anything these days. But I have not gone and sought it out.
I'll be right back.
Okay. She's gonna leave me here.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're doing that video meme where JB asked y'all to watch me. Make sure I, don't get out of hand or whatever. It's those videos of, watch my baby, and they put the baby in front of the phone and walk away, or watch my cat, whatever. I'm a little too chronically online in some ways. I will tell y'all this. Okay, so the vet techs at our vet are amazing, right? We did not like the vet today, but we love the vet techs. Every one of them that we've ever dealt with is amazing. And the main one, who had been working with us the whole time, needed to draw blood from Lola, and they did not want to stress her out and take her to the back. They were like, let's try and do it here. So another vet tech comes in. The vet we don't like is gone. We are not dealing with her anymore. The one vet tech is holding Lola's head in such a way that the other tech had access and could draw the blood, blah, blah, blah. While this is all happening, Lola's eyes get crazy wide, and I say, oh my God. The look on her face makes me think of that. It's a meme. It's a something where it's like, mother. And that sort of, I made the vet tech, who was trying to play with needles at the time, choke. She was laughing so hard. She's like, I can't be laughing like that when I'm doing this. I was like, sorry. I adore Hank Green. I love John Green too, but I relate more to Hank Green. He will have a million ideas, and some of them actually work, and they become these major things. And I'm over here going, I have a million ideas, and I think 1.5 of them worked. But yeah, I really relate to Hank Green a lot. But I never did watch any of his comedy when he was doing that. I did want his cancer socks. I don't know if I think I pointed them out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hank Green, as he was going through cancer treatment, designed socks, and they labeled them his cancer socks. All profit and proceeds go to charity, of course. I fucking love Hank Green. And yet, do you know I have not read any of the books either Green brother has written. Not a one. Not a one. But I will watch almost any video that Hank puts up on Hank's channel. And almost once I discovered Vlogbrothers existed, from then on, nearly every video. I clearly missed, and I could go back, but I don't usually. I missed the era where there were videos about giraffe sex. What is it? It's the pizza one. It's from where Pizza John comes from. Every year I want to get something from Pizza John, and I never do. I would not mind reading Anthropocene Reviewed, and I kind of want to read the one Everything is Tuberculosis. Both of those are John Green books. Okay. Nonfiction. And I know Hank Green is working on a book. I think it's a nonfiction book. I think. Pizzamas. Yeah, I always want to buy something during Pizzamas. I have seen a few videos from SciShow, but I don't watch it with any regularity. Crash Course, I 100% made the youngest bookmark Crash Course channel. Like, you need this link. I think what I'm going to try to do next year is be a more involved homeschool parent and actually pair like Crash Course videos with lessons. But yeah, I still remember the day the internet crashed out when they found out Hank Green is bisexual. Internet lost its fucking mind that day. And
I didn't know that.
The tweets around it were Hank's tweets, like in response to other people. Oh my god, they're fucking hilarious. They're so hilarious. Because he said he was talking to a person, I think he had talked to get kind of background stuff and on his characters for the book he had written, because I think a character was bisexual. And the person said, how did I do all of that with you, that information sharing, and not realize you were also bisexual? And why did you need my information? You know, why did we need to do this? And he said, his tweet was something along the lines of, well, I figured your lived experience was better than me wishing I had gotten to kiss somebody in like high school or something so like just it was, oh my god, I love Hank Green. You know, the Crash Course is this, I think the sex ed course on Crash Course is relatively new. I don't keep up with it. I need to. I just don't. I do love butt is legs, but legs is not butt. But yeah, butt is legs. Or is legs is butt? No. Butt is legs, but legs is not butt. That's, I don't think I got to hear about it when the inception of that concept. I think it might have been a Vlogbrothers video, not a Hank's channel video. But butt is legs. Your leg keeps going all the way. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay.
Butt is legs. Yeah, the Green brothers have raised tens of millions of dollars for charity. Yeah. They helped with.
I know they do a lot. They're
Partners in
amazing
Health
with what they do.
And organizations that are working on the ground and actually like doing the work. They helped raise $25 million for a maternal health center in Sierra Leone. That's really fucking cool. It's gonna be a teaching hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, they do some
nice.
They do some good shit. So, I just, like, in the past 6 months learned they have a podcast, Dear Hank and John. I see little video clips on YouTube of it, and every time I stop to watch one of the clips, it's hilarious. But I never think when I'm like, I need a podcast episode to listen to like actually go find their podcast. So. Yeah. No, I adore the Green Brothers, but Hank Green is, if you can have a favorite, Hank's my favorite.
I hear you listening and watching him a lot.
One thing I like it about both of them, but I see it more from Hank because I watch Hank's channel videos. He'll sometimes do a video where he's like, I'm just learning about this thing and I've got a strong opinion, and he'll like do the video, and then he'll come back like a couple videos later and go, oh, I got this wrong. So I also love he'll be doing a thing where I have a question in my head that I'm curious about. Let me make a video as I figure it out. So you'll see him Googling things, or he'll pull up a spreadsheet and be like, let's calculate this. And I'm like, this is so cool. Yes, I saw that video, X. Dragons have 6. So here was the thing I could not remember. Dragons and wyverns, people get those confused. Mm-hmm. Is it wyverns that have 4 limbs and dragons that have 6? I always, in my mind, am picturing 4, but I know that's not completely accurate. Or is it the other way around?
I have always known of dragons as, the hind legs, and kind of like T-Rexing it almost.
Right.
With the short. And the wyverns, they have 4 equal legs.
Okay. That part of that particular video where they had that conversation did come from a Hank's channel video where he basically said, we are all fish. We just we carry the water with us. Mm. And that was a chaotic...
We're water bags, yeah.
Yes. He did a... Sorry, Silas. Summoning the dragon. I kind of figured a certain someone would probably know. Thank you, X. Dragons, 4 limbs, 2 wings. Wyvern. So dragons would then be the bug, and wyvern would not.
Yeah.
The typing is so frantic. Oh my god. So funny. There's about 10 minutes left in the stream. If anybody happens to have a question, feel free to start typing it. Okay. Yeah, no. Hank did a video talking about the interesting things about how we went from evolution of being, water, like amphibians or whatever the word is, to land, whatever creature, whatever we're called. It's too late at night for me to remember science words. Anyway, so he was like, you would think I think he said, you would think the lungs would be the most interesting. It is not the most interesting. And we got to go on this journey.
Okay.
And one of the things that was very interesting was the fact that we still needed the water, but we have gravity pushing down on us. We don't get to be buoyant in the water like fish. So our body had to figure out how to bring the necessary water with us as we
left.
I say us like I was there in the water, crawling out onto the beach. And so that's where the we're all fish kind of came from. So. I mean,
we can put a bat house out in the back of the yard, and I can
understand the argument that people are soup dumplings. I mean, that does make sense. I can buy it. I'm into it. Look, here's the thing. If a vampire can turn into a bat, that means when they're not a bat, and maybe when they are a bat, I don't know, they're sentient. So, if they're going to be a pet while they're a bat, is it just a kink? I mean, is this just an extreme form of pet play when they're in bat form? I don't know. I'm just saying. Plur asks, do you find that there are young people in the kink spaces you're in? I only really hear about older people going to dungeons in the kink spaces. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
It does depend on where you live and the community and stuff like that.
Yeah, there is a lot of younger people between Orlando and here, and some of the other places. Some of the biggest groups in Gainesville and even in Orlando.
And Gainesville's a college town, a university town,
right? Are like TNG groups, the next generation.
Yeah, typically younger than 30.
Yes,
kind of deal.
30 and under. Yes.
The couple of times we went to things in Gainesville, we brought the average age of the room up.
Yeah.
That was one of my few experiences of walking in and being one of the oldest people in the room. When we were in the Tampa Bay area, it was when I first joined the community in the Tampa Bay area, and I was still like 33. Most but not all people were my age or older. Yeah. By the time before we moved, and here I am like in my 40s, or about to be 40, I was not the youngest in the room anymore. But
no, and Lord, to me, I find it. I think it's wonderful seeing so many young people, embracing the BDSM community. It's wonderful.
We were there in West Pasco at the West Pasco Munch the day somebody who had just turned 18. They'd known they were kinky. They'd been like doing their thing online to like learn about it. Their mother brought them to the Munch. Didn't come in with them, which we were like, she could. I mean, we're all old enough to be your mother. We could help her, feel whatever she's gonna feel. But that was really cool. That took so much like courage from such a young person to walk into a room of people they did not know, and then realize that literally everybody at that table was old enough to be their parent or grandparent. And then we all had a good time. I really like that. So, but yeah, I think, the larger, like the more metro areas or the larger regional areas, you'll find a whole hell of a lot more different types of groups, and they sometimes, will skew specific age ranges. Smaller communities, it depends on if that group, Munch, whatever, speaks to like older people versus younger people. Like if people show up at any age range and don't feel like they can relate to the group, they're not going to come back. So.
Yeah, I mean, when we were in the Tampa Bay area, you could almost find something kink related going on almost every night of the week between West Pasco, between North Pinellas, St. Petersburg, and Tampa.
And Clearwater. / Largo.
Yep. Yeah. So, there was so much stuff that went on there. And Orlando's not much different.
No, when we went to the one Munch in Orlando, it was big, one of the biggest Munches I'd ever been to, because Orlando has a pretty decent sized community, and it skewed younger. It was one of those times that there were all ages there, but if I had to like try to do percentages, people under 30 were the greater percentage of people there, and that was really cool. Orlando, the time we got to go, that particular Munch felt really diverse too, like body types, genders, races, ethnicities, like all of it. Like it was a spectrum of humanity, which is really cool. And you don't always get that in a community for a variety of reasons. Typically, it's either certain groups are not made to feel comfortable or welcome, or a population of an area skews one way or the other. But it's mostly when people aren't made to feel welcome and they feel out of place and they just aren't going to come back. So, but yeah. Yeah, I'm reading, technically it's a series, but I think it currently only has 2 books in it. I could be wrong. Called Kink Camp. And it's this whole thing where this guy who's an artist and predator into primal play, that kind of guy. He owns all this space, and once a year in the summer, he opens up his land to kink camp. And what I've really enjoyed about both, I'm in the second book now, is, first of all, the author has actually experienced kink camps, firsthand personal experience. So I like that you could see I understand certain elements about kink and kink community within the writing. Really enjoy that. Do I remember the author? No. But if you search kink camp, should come up. But the other thing is, the author, when they're describing the people that you're either interacting with or who just like background people in this kinky camp, it's extremely diverse. It is all types of people. And one of my favorite descriptions, the female main character, we were in her point of view, and she's talking to this kinky couple who looked to be 50s or 60s. The woman had like steel gray hair, and I was like, you can be in your 40s and have that. Ask me how I know. Anyway, she was like, and the character who never done anything kinky prior to coming to this camp was adjusting to seeing all these different types of people. But in that moment, she was like, I realized that whoever this person's name is looked just like my middle school librarian. And I was like, that is facts. That is fucking real. You are going to see people who like just look like everyday people. But yeah, it was cool.
Mr. Spock asked about the woodshed, if it was getting sold or something. It had been sold.
They've got new people running it.
That went through months ago now at this point,
several
I believe.
Months ago. Yeah, they're doing new events and updating old events.
Yeah, they're doing new events. They've kept on some of the old events that were popular.
They're doing more promotion and, to me, better social media promotion.
Yeah, they're trying to do damage control to get people back, and to a certain extent.
And I don't know that I would say damage control. They are trying to prove that this is a safe place to come back to.
Yeah.
And they're very open to
See,
critique.
you're the wood person. That's why.
And you're the wood person.
Yeah.
I'm the word person. And that's why we work so well
right?
together. The energy on social media posting is different, in a good way, is different than it used to be.
And even on FET, it's you can feel the difference. So, but yeah, they that has gone several months. From what I understand, they've gotten a fair amount of new people in there to work in the. Oh yeah. I think almost. Certainly everybody who is got their name on it kind of thing is a completely new person. I don't know anything about the inner workings. Yeah, no, I don't either. So, but yeah, no, it still exists. It's still there.
Maybe one day we'll get to go
We'll
back.
get to go again, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't actively miss dungeons and going to dungeons, but I would not turn the opportunity down.
Yeah, no.
My exhibitionist side really likes it. Even if nobody is watching, I get to pretend somebody's watching. I love it.
Julie, sometimes there is some drama and BS, but like us, we play, we
get the
fuck
out,
and
we go.
We go. I mean, if there's people there, we say hi, and we sit and chat, but we go there to play, and
because we have this, really, more than anything, for me, JB's different because he wants community in different ways. I am not necessarily interested in going into those spaces to build a separate community around me of people. If I meet somebody that I vibe with, I will, put my mask on and be a personable human, and it'll be a good time and it'll be great. But if I get to go to things like that, whether it's a dungeon or a party, which I want to go do the fun thing, and I'll be polite. I'm a bitch, but I know how to act right. My mama raised me right. But I just want to get the hell up out of there because I got this community here and I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's 11:01 according to the computer clock.
I'm going to turn into a pumpkin soon.
I've been done being a pumpkin. I only have minimal, specific dungeon experiences. One always had the lights up real fucking high, but two of them, it was very dim. I don't like to be perceived unless I'm feeling my exhibitionist self. And most people really aren't. They're not perceiving you. It might feel like you're being perceived, but yeah, not when the lights are dark or low. That's, for me, that's when it's like easier to like hide and really not be seen. Until I start screaming, but that's a different thing. Anyway, now 11:02. So we're gonna go. Because we're both exhausted.
Yeah.
Y'all, we're so tired. We're so tired. Thank y'all for being here, for hanging out with us. If we were just background noise for you, that's totally cool. I totally fucking get it. We were happy to be that for you. And if you were a lurker and not a chatter, I see you. I am you. I don't fucking comment on shit.
Yeah.
But we're glad you're here.
Julie, that's pretty cool that you have a group like that. That's...
Yeah. I would not mind if it was like people I felt like the vibe was right with everybody, but
I know.
I'm just not there. Anyway, we're gonna go.
Anyway.
We could keep talking.
I know
You say you could turn into a pumpkin.
Nobody wants to see that.
Somebody's got a kink for it. We're gonna go.
Thanks for hanging with us. We had a good time.
Yep, it was good. We will not see y'all next week. We got to go be college parents,
Right.
but we'll see you the week after.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.